So if I were to tell you, or if any other, let's say, logistics player comes and tells you that they were the first to do cash on delivery, they were completely wrong. Because one of the first memories I have of a cash on delivery service was when we ordered Pizza Hut. And they, I think, came to Pakistan in 92, 93, if I'm not mistaken. And that was the first formats of cash on delivery that I remember, when ordering a pizza and paying for that pizza at your doorstep with cash. We just came in and we figured out a way to do it besides pizzas on every other segment of the economy, and just went on from there. We were the first to give our cash on delivery services. We were the first company to actually provide e-commerce specialized fulfillment center. In fact, people might not know this, but Daraz, their first fulfillment center was on our property, and we actually ran it for them. We are actually the first company to apply to the Pakistan Stock Exchange in the logistics technology segment.
If our employees and our customers are our stakeholders, it can only move towards improvement, because then they're the true suggestions of change.
Pretty soon, the same people who helped us get to this scale will be able to invest in their own supply chain, which is invest in BlueX through the public markets.
Not only do we want to do this for our partners, but also for Pakistan as a whole.
We started off as a startup and we've literally bootstrapped BlueX.
There were a lot of moments of panic. There were a lot of moments where we thought that we might not make it through. And yet here we are.
We did the grind. We built a company with a solid foundation, with a solid P&L, with a solid balance sheet. And we've built this company grounds up.
We want the ability for all our customers, all our employees to have a say, that they have a stake in the company.
Stuff that we're working on is how to connect our domestic economy with international stakeholders and international consumers. We are looking at cross-border logistics in a big way. We're looking at how to connect Pakistani products with consumers that don't reside in Pakistan. And we're working on a lot of technology for this. A lot of partnerships are going to be announced pretty soon. And we feel like that's the next place where we can help our economy the most, with our scale that we have and the depth of services that we give.
Fully homogenized tech systems, where each one of our 4 or 5 verticals talk to each other and are able to provide a 360-degree service to not just our consumers, but to all stakeholders.
So literally in the future, what you could do is talk to your phone and be like, I want a bottle of water. And it could shoot back and say, okay, how many milliliters do you want? We saw that the growth of e-commerce in North America and then later on in China was so big, and you couldn't ignore it. So eventually it had to filter down and come to our parts of the world, right, in our region.
Online is been slightly tricky in developing in Pakistan, primarily because of the trust deficit.
And that's what we looked at, and that's where we started solving the problem. We said that if people are not willing to pay up front, e-commerce should still take root in Pakistan, and which is one of the reasons we came up with cash on delivery, so that at least a transaction would happen.
I think about 95% of the transactions in Pakistan are COD.
And people always get that wrong, and I find it funny because the first thing anyone comments on this industry is they come in and say, oh, we got to finish off cash on delivery, because it's the evil and it's the painstaking thing that's actually slowing down e-commerce.
Not only is the economy as a whole increasing, but e-commerce as a portion of the economy will increase.
So it's not the fact that cash on delivery is the greater evil, it's that other forms of payments haven't taken root in Pakistan.
Retailers themselves now have come to understand that if they can only send the wrong item, or at the worst extent do consumer fraud for a particular number of orders, the internet knows what you are up to.
So I don't think trust is that much of an issue anymore. It's just the convenience of paying after buying and knowing the fact that everything is coming to your doorstep and you are able to check it.
Trust and loyalty are a currency in Pakistan which is invaluable. You can't buy those, only time develops those.
Today, BlueX from a 4-man team is a team of 1,000+ people. And the reason for that is because we've nurtured that concept of being a family and knowing how to work with each other.
We not only complement each other, but we supplement each other as well, and that's what makes for a great partnership. And I think our relationship gets inculcated amongst our people as well.
Even in our families, we have disagreements, right? So it's not about the disagreements. Disagreements are healthy. In fact, someone else having another point of view is actually what makes us excel, because then we see a 360 view of a problem.
Working with my brother. I think that relationship developing to where it has been today and the challenges that we've faced, I don't think I would have preferred anybody else to have been with me on this journey.
I guess the greatest satisfaction is the number of people BlueX employs. Every time we employ another person, we feel like another family is better off, which is why I said it's very important, and our human resource capabilities are extremely important for us. And that's the single most thing that helps me sleep better at night. 1,000 people means 1,000 times 5, right? 5,000 people are better off. And so the more business that BlueX conducts, and it's a very simple formula, right? The more business that BlueX is able to conduct, the more we expand, the more people we can employ. And the more people we employ, the more families are better off. And I feel that's the greatest satisfaction that we have. It's a satisfaction that can't even be measured in terms of numbers. And I believe if BlueX keeps performing, that is the one thing that we look forward to.